studio, my messy studio. I'm just going to get Mr. Christopher to video me changing the threads of my overlocker. Now, I've talked about doing this so many times, and it's a case of just getting the Mr. Christopher to stop doing what he's doing so he can come and film me, because I think it's the only way you guys can get up close and personal and see exactly what I'm doing. Of course, you all have your method of changing threads. This is just my method, and I don't know if it's easier, better, or nothing compared to yours. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because there are still people that actually loosen off the tension when they change their threads. They thread it right from the beginning and things like that. So I've been changing threads for years, especially in industrial overlockers. Not that it makes any difference, because I do exactly the same in my domestics. So I just want to show you guys so that you guys can, if it makes it easier for you. Yeah, that's all I want to do is make it easier. Make it easy on you. Okay, I've got to stop doing that. Really got to stop doing that. Okay, I'm going to get Chris. Okay, so I've got Chris doing this, so there's bound to be something that's going to go stupid. And so here we have is what I'm going to do is just quickly change the threads. So I've got the threads, I just snip them off. 1, 2, 3. Now I only have 3 on mine because I always say it so anyway. So I do the safety stitch on my sewing machine. I don't know why I do that, but I just do that. So I just tie a normal knot, tie it around, make sure there's no bubbles in it. Don't ask me why I do that. I think I just do it because I don't want it to slip. Okay, Chris is not a fairy. It's not the fairy dust you can hear tingling behind him. Just every time he walks in the room, he hits that little chandelier thing.
Every time.
Every time. It's usually because he's got headphones on, but not this time. See, I made bubbles. I don't like bubbles. Get the bubbles, no bubbles. Okay, it's usually faster than this because I don't normally have bubbles. Here we go. Okay, so apparently Chris is asleep. And that's actually the noise he makes when he does sleep, so don't think that he's just teasing. I'm just going to slip that bubble one off. Right. So then I come down to my machine and I open every part of my machine that I can. And I even move the foot. Okay, so the foot comes away. Then I wound the needle up because I've got an automatic needle down. Wind the needle up so it is hefty and I can see it. I slide the needle thread out first. The needle thread comes out, it unwraps those. I then drag these until the black comes through. Slice that off. I usually wipe it on myself because the static keeps it. And I thread it. Now, this is the only problem I have, is the threading part. The fact that there's now a great big camera in front of my face, I can't see.
Can't you do it without looking?
I think I did do it without looking, which is rather the miracle, to be fair. Go through, you little bugger. Go through. Right. Got it, got it, got it. Come on. Right. Got it.
You're being very polite.
I know. Right, so then I slide the others through. Now, I notice I haven't touched any tension gauge. Right, there we go. Lock it back into place, put the base back in, pop that back up, good to go. All right, that's what I do. I don't open any of these. I don't touch them. I touch them when the thread goes through to make sure that they're the right tension. The thread I had previous to this was, I want to say a lesser weave, so it was harder to drag through. So this is nice and relaxed and all good to go. So I'll probably tighten these up because I can. So that is how I change the threads of an overlocker. No changing from scratch, just slide it through, no altering the tension. Okay, good luck guys, have fun, keep sewing. I've been out all day, my cheeks look a bit rosy. Mr. Christopher wanted some more cabling to go to his lighting. That's going to go around the pond and on the deck and all that sort of stuff, and in the trees. And okay, you think I got a flamingo issue? He's got a lighting issue. Anyway, so it hammered down with rain today. It was a heinous, and then it stopped. Seriously, bipolar weather going on here in Upper Hutt or in Wellington, I can say right now. Kate doesn't know what it wants to do. Then he said he needed to go to Bunnings, and I said, I think we need more flamingos. And he said, well, I'll find out if they've got any. So Pete's in Petone didn't have any, and Pete's in, I couldn't get in touch with Pete's in Pororua. So we went to Pororua Bunnings, and they had none of the cabling. So the only thing we went for, they didn't have. But apparently our trolley got full. Yeah, our trolley got pretty full. So I've got two deck heaters now. It's deck with an E heaters. And we have 2 big mushrooms that are going to be ornamental mushrooms, I should say, not magic ones, that are going to be garden-fied. I bought myself a hydrangea because I wanted one, and I'm going to make sure I acidify the alkalis. I'll learn the ground so that I can have big, beautiful, bushy roses. Do you know that if you cut off the flower of the hydrangea, that if you put them in a vase of an odd number, they will die literally overnight. If you multiply them by 2s, 2 or 4 or 6, yes, I know, I just mansplained it to you guys. If you do that, they last a heck of a lot longer. For love nor money, can I tell you who told me that? But it's so true. Anyway, so with Mum's hydrangea, it won't be in flower for a while. Not when we can steal them anyway. And so I bought a hydrangea. And I bought a tomato plant. I bought a beefy steak tomato because we like our tomatoes. Well, Victoria and I love our tomatoes. Samuel likes tomatoes, but Christopher doesn't. Like I care, because I love them. I love it when they don't eat what you eat. He'll buy them for me, but he doesn't eat them, so they're all mine. Well, and Victoria's. Anyway, so we bought a tomato plant, a hydrangea plant, and then two porch lights. Oh, then I bought I'll show you what I bought later, because I'll have to put it up later. That should clue it for the studio. And he got something. We got some lighting stuff. The tomato plant was on sale. It was only $5. So now I just have to plant it. But the garden, he's getting his stuff ready for the lighting. But the garden is currently still really weedy, and I have sprayed it, but it's not really loving the spray. So then I came home ready to dive into my studio and do something amazing, and Samuel says, can we drive to the industrial area, and can Victoria have a drive around the block so she can have some play, and then can I drive to work? So that was the last hour. Then I finally got in here. So in about 15 minutes I'm leaving with Victoria so we can go back to the industrial area and she can have another play with driving. She's the least thingoed. Learned. She got her license not that long ago, and she's the one who hasn't driven the most to try it. The others are driving on the road, whereas she's still scared to drive around the industrial block, which it is got to be safe, you know, so it's all about safety. And then I'm going to put a picture. We went to the Bunnings in Petone, and I found in the plant area something else. Oh, by the way, no flamingos, no plastic vintage flamingos can I find anywhere. I wonder if I should get somebody to try one of the emporiums up near where they live. Or I might get Queenie too. Queenie, if you can hear this, can you see with Dave and see if he's got any of those vintage flamingos, please? Pretty please. Anyway, so I found this other thing, but I wasn't allowed to buy it. Apparently I could buy a live one cheaper. I don't want a live one. You got to look after live ones. So I don't have any more. I'm just putting my shoe on the wrong foot. Don't have any more flamingos. But Yeah, so I actually wanted to get on, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, especially after we just did the last Mohicans comes to mind, the last challenge we did with Sew Upcycle 23. Now, I have already put on my Instagram, or I've just shared an Instagram of my friend, Kerry, his niece, Tracey. Now, Tracey has an upholstery company down, or business down in Dunedin. And she has done this amazing work. And she put it into WOW, which is World of Wearable Arts. She got a place in there, and I'll probably put the details down better, but I'm going to link her information below. Just even if you have a look at her work, she is amazing. What she made to go on the stage at Wearable Arts was a true and inspirational upcycle. Okay, she was amazing. It was amazing. I actually personally don't know. I have communicated with her to be make sure I was allowed to pop her stuff online, and not take any credit for it, because there is no credit from me, because she lives in Dunedin. Credit that she can live through the snow. Apparently it's thunderstorms like bajingas at the minute down there. And but I just wanted, I've been meaning to for ages. If you've seen my posts on Instagram, sharing her post, then you know how long I've wanted to do this, and it's just keeps slipping my mind. Because I get on and I start talking, and my mouth is talking, and my brain goes, what? Which way did who go? Yeah, us cool kids know exactly what movie that came from. So that's what I wanted to come on board. I want to talk about Tracey, and like I said, I'll pop her link down below of her Instagram page. Her work is just amazing, her imagination, because if you think about it, we are just limited to our imagination, whether it's hackifying or simplifying. It's all got to do with our imagination. And when the bones are there already, why not use it and put different flesh on it somewhere else? It's probably really a gross way to say, if you've got a pattern, you can just change it up. That was probably a really gross way to say it. Anyway, so I haven't had anything in my room that I've got to do today, unfortunately. I did tidy a little spot up, and I did get Mr. Christopher to record me changing the threads on the overlocker. And I might put in a photo. I'll probably have to put a star over my finger, because I'm giving the bird and don't want to upset anyone. So because when we went to Pete's Emporium over in Pororua, I found my way to the fabric department. No, I didn't buy any. Can't remember who said you spent a whole week without shopping for fabric. I had a busy week. Could have shopped for fabric. I was near Lincraft, but I didn't. Do I need any fabric? Oh, you guys haven't seen my stash yet, have you? Anyway, so how's the poll going, guys? Have you been putting it on? It'll shut down tomorrow night, so I know what I'm tracing out. So far, the pretty dress and the Chanel jacket are boosting up there in points. Yeah, but I will eventually make them all. I do have something I need to say I'm coming to, answer to a RSVP to something, and I wouldn't mind wearing a dress to it. Just saying, if you guys want to poll the dress. I think it's on the 29th of November. Anyway, I'm just looking at the piece of paper from afar, but I can't see it from there. Anyway, and just to also touch base with you, yes. Oh, I think I might have known. I might have said this already. And if I have, I'll say it now and cut it out if I haven't. Yes, I know it was the fire alarm, a fire smoke detector, and yes, yes, it's usually telling you it's flat, and it usually goes off in the middle of the night, is what it normally does. But that was a 10-year smoke detector, because Chris thought it would be safer if we had 10-year ones, wouldn't have to worry about it, la, 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 la. Finding it was the problem. I didn't know where it had been put. It would seem that between the window and the blind being down, it made itself a nice little warm cocoon. Oh, Mabel, I didn't know you were in here with me, darling. A nice little warm cocoon. And every time the sun burst out, it went, that's what it did. So it was not the fact I didn't know what it was, and also, actually, to be fair, I think Chris was going to stick some water ones in here. Just, you know, he didn't want, it's an alarm when there's too much water, so that nothing in here got wet. I don't think they're in here yet. I don't think he's done that. He started. It's the finish. It's the finish. Just waiting for the finish. I think it's Judith. Am I talking to Judith? Or Steph? I don't know. But I know. I know. Anyway, so I'm going to go before I paddle on for another 20 minutes. I'll flick on this thing. I'll check to see I don't repeat myself about the alarm. Sorry, I've got nothing better to tell you today. But you get to see me. And I've got to go down and write something on the blackboard. I do have some gold spray paint. Chris reckons I need to have a brush because apparently I think it's spray paint. Yeah, but I've got some good ideas. I've been given some fantastic ideas about what to do with them next. I just think it's going to be fun. When we destroyed the backyard, see, just go off another tangent. When we destroyed the backyard, when we first stood here, because we're putting the pipes through, I should try and find some photos and send that to you. We had a great big piece of particle board, plywood, great big sheet of plywood, and we wrote on it because everybody stopped and stared in there like disgusted with our behaviour, and we wrote on there, yeah, we know it's a mess, we're just waiting for it to dry out. And right at that period, it was just wet, everything was mushy, it was like clay under feet and all that. We'd had diggers down there, etc., and yeah. You know, the worst street and the worst house in the best street? I was feeling a bit like that. But anyway, so, and every now and then we would update that board, would spray over it and then write another story. Because we just got sick of people looking in our backyard and the judgmental bubble above their head, you know. So I think they have watched a slow encroach of 4 years. And now they get to see more because of those silly trees that were cut down to make the path safer for people to walk past. So anyway, I'm going. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing, okay? Unlike me today, but keep on sewing. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.